cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate, finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't be.
Hey everybody, so for today's video, we are actually just going to be doing some Glock runs on the island. I know it's Sunday. I know I usually do friendly days on Sunday. But, I don't know. I mean, with the wipe that's going to be coming up soon, I usually do I do friendly days to try to prove a point that you can make friends in the game still, just take some time. But also to try to help people out that are struggling to get stuff out. But with wipe coming up, I'm like, let's just, do some Glock runs. I got to work on my aim with pistols. I mean, I know it's not necessarily a gun that it's like, oh, you have to be good with this or have to be able to use it, but it is something good to work on anyway. So I'm going to be doing that. Yeah, this is... Still just pushed up here for research. I mean, I'm still not worried about getting taken out. I do have 3 grenades on me right now because I want to try to remember. Oh, there's a player right there. I'm moving kind of weird. You don't see me. What is this guy doing? Kind of feel bad because I think it's a kid. Probably was. Oh, look at that blood splatter. Oh, that. I will say though, that blood splatter, it definitely adds a lot to it. Maybe I was wrong. That way, there's gunfire. That's to be expected, with that being research. Uh-oh. But yeah, so I kind of feel bad because that player there obviously crouched moving the whole time. But I mean, if you're gonna play a game that's like actively running around and shooting, you can't play crouch like that, walking around, expecting to do good. Which makes me think maybe as a little kid, there's Phoenix running right there. Is that a player? Might have been a player. I don't know. Can't tell from this distance. But yeah, I mean, you gotta be at least standing up, moving around if you're going across long distances, you know. Did I hear gunshots this way? Or is that the boathouse? But yeah, with wipe coming up, it's got me thinking, like, I'm wondering what your guys' thoughts are for what your goals are for wipe, or after wipe. You know, like, are you guys going to try to get to a certain dollar amount with your Karunas? Are you going to try to level up a whole lot and reach a new level? You know, it's like for these games, I mean, looting is definitely one of the main goals, but I feel you almost have to have an overall goal yourself too. I hear faint gunfire. I wonder if it's down on the other side. Unless I'm hearing it from the wrong direction. Yeah, so okay, you're pointing that way. Phoenix alive down there. That Phoenix was pointing. Phoenix was pointing this way. There's a Phoenix alive down there, so either the player ran back that way towards Lighthouse or oh, they're right there. Running. Okay. So we got that. We spawned there. And we got the spawn guy coming in. Let's just see where you're going. Oh, they're right. Man, you're hugging the beach line a long ways. Yeah, of course, that Phoenix is after me. Okay. 2 down. Oh, Phoenix is still alive. Yeah, we're really not even trying to help people or even loot off their bodies. We're just trying to ruin their days at this point. But yeah, I'm working my iron sight aim, getting ready for white. So, there's that. Movement down there, probably a Phoenix. Phoenix up there. Who shot me? You didn't shoot me, you were just walking. Oh. The Phoenix down there, of course. Bring the noise. That's probably done. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I guess it'd be kind of cool to hear what some other people's goals are for the wipe. You know, or what their plans are, what they're gonna try to accomplish. I'm curious if I know it's a lot of these are gonna be predicated on things like, you know, is there gonna be a never wipe room entered in, and what level is it gonna be? I mean, if they are gonna do a never wipe room, and it's level like 80 or 60 or whatever they set it at, then yeah, it would probably be pretty well worth it to try to get there. However, if they do a never wipe room, looks like there's a body down there. It's oh, jeez, backpack's over here. It's probably going to be something also where you're not going to have end of the wipe events anymore. Whether they do one this time or not, I don't know. But if you're having a room that is not going to get wiped, you're not going to give people, you know, all the Karuna and level 5 traders so they could put whatever they want in their never wipe room. Now the question is, did this fight happen early on, or did this happen while people were running to... I had to check a message. But the question is, did this... Jeez. Did this fight happen early on, or did this happen while people run into keycard? Somebody probably made out with a lot of stuff. But anyway, yeah, so, I mean, if you think about it, if they have a never wipe room, they can't have an end of the wipe event unless they lock up the never wipe room, but then you're probably going to have people also complaining, like, oh, I didn't get all the stuff I wanted to in my never wipe room, so locked it up. So, that's why my theory is if they do the never wipe room, you're not going to have any more end of the wipe events. I mean, they might still do it and lock up the never wipe room and just announce it like a week before, but let's face it, the end of the wipe events, we don't know about those until like a couple days before they actually happen. So it would actually have to be scheduled more. And also, on top of that, just to clarify why I said the wipe is coming soon, it's because, you know, the devs announced that there's going to be a wipe soon. Do I know when the wipe is going to be? No. Yep, they went here. But I don't know when the wipe is going to be. However, they said that they were going dark for 2 weeks. That was a week ago. And I would assume that the wipe is going to happen, you know, sometime after they do that. So, and I mean, can it happen? We'll just switch those. Can the wipe happen, you know, like 2 weeks after? Sure, it can. Can it happen 3 weeks after they come back? Yeah, it can. We've all, if you've been here for a wipe, we all know things can change. And, you know, you kind of just go with the flow while you can. Bison. Somebody got lucky. Look at that. Can I reach? Yep, I can. No, they took the mag. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, so no one really actually knows when wipe is going to happen. It's all pretty much just a guess. But, I mean, at the same time, it's supposed to be happening soon, so it is what it is. But if you see this video, if you want, leave in the comments below what your plans are for when the wipe actually happens, and we'll see what everyone's plans are. Like, and the reason why I say that too is maybe you're at the point of like, I don't really know what my goal is going to be for this or whatever and everything like that, but you might see what somebody else's goal is, be like, oh yeah, I never thought about that. You know, like mine is going to be trying to get to 10 million Karuna. I'm pretty sure I can do it. But I'm also not going to be dedicating all my time to this because I do also play other VR games with friends. And I am going to be playing other VR games as they come out too. So the likeliness of me playing more than 5 raids in a week, even like short ones, you know, if that's encompassing like short ones and ones where I get, you know, taken out or just hopping in, stuff like that, it's still, you know, so maybe 3 hours total a week I might spend in Ghost of Tabor. Well, we got a Glock with a fresh mag in it because we picked it up at the end. Still have a grenade. Everything else, I didn't grab a helmet out of the raid or anything, but yeah, let's go again. So, I mean, it's not just goals either for the new wipe. I mean, it's a lot of things too. It's like, what is going to be your strategy in playing too? Like, for this type of game, you could play a lot of different types of strategies, and they can all be beneficial, but it also has to match like your play style and what you're comfortable with, right? And I know a lot of you guys probably watch other YouTubers too, because I see it in like people also, subscribed or watch, whether it's Timeless, Tambarian, Too Cryptic, and, a lot of the other, YouTubers that post Ghost of Tabor content. And you may notice like all of them have different play styles. Like, I mean, just comparing Timeless and Tambarian has a slower play style for the most part because he's doing his hardcore account, so he'll patiently wait in one area if he thinks he's going to be able to take out a player. While Timeless, it seems like a lot of his videos are him running around being like, oh, I'm going to get this guy, or let's test out. I'm not hitting you. Or let's test out this build or that build, or is this gun good type thing. And he's a great video game player just for the fact that he's running around and seemingly easily taking out players. It's in the tree. Oh shit. Almost killed myself. That was a bad toss. Oh. Okay. Bad example of a raid. That's alright. Okay. Set back up after that. And before anybody says anything, if you watch Tambarian's work, I know he is also very good at pushing players and being aggressive. Which, I mean, I guess for that, it would just prove a point that he has two very different play styles that he uses at on a lot of his games too. Where you have the super aggressive and then the not so aggressive, which is good. I mean, it's something that it's good to learn what your different play style is, or what your play style is, and it is very beneficial in the long run too. Like for me, when I first started playing this game, I've said it in past videos, like I've had games where I couldn't make, like first week I played, I made it out of a raid once, and I was playing every day. And I would say more often than not, I was getting killed by Phoenixes. And that was before they were buffed. So it's something where like I ended up having to go and be like, okay, I'm getting taken out a lot. What am I gonna do? And I started playing where like first 10 minutes of the raid, like if I started there, I had to run up to the lighthouse, get to the very top, and wait for like 10 minutes. Right? And so there's no spawn here. Oh. And that might work for some people, but some people might not be able to do it. But if you're desperate for loot, then yeah, it is a tactic to use to just run and hide. And I started with that to where I'd wait to where I was just going against Phoenixes and actually able to get stuff out raids. I want to die so much just talking and running around. But It's something I get used to doing. Alright, so they're fighting research. I'm already wounded. Crap. He's right above me. I keep forgetting I'm muted in the game. Oh, blood splatter. He's bleeding. What? No! With the Toker, we both had pistols. It was so much blood splatter on that guy. So much. I shouldn't have stayed crouched. That was probably my biggest mistake right there. But on the bright side, I don't have to worry about getting food and stuff, right? Okay. We're back at it. Bullets chambered. Yeah, I should not have lost that fight. I know I was aiming at his chest the whole time. Dude probably had a headshot. I shouldn't have stayed crouched. I should have popped up because he saw me crouch, so he's really aiming lower. And had I stood up, he probably would have hit my chest where I had armor instead of a headshot. I think it was a headshot. And I probably would have been able to take him out. But that's okay. It happens. But yeah, I mean, right now I'm just going in with pistols just because I want to get better with Glocks and other pistols and using iron sights because for me, that is very challenging. But like I was saying before, for when I first started playing this game, I had to play it so slow just to get out of the raid. Like if I had, I think by the third week, I had taken out maybe 2 players altogether. I took out one like my first week and then... Okay, so that vest was glitched. That's why there was 2 of them. Now I don't have a vest, unless there's one in here. Yes. But that means my ammo that was on that vest is gone. So, I am down to 1 Glock mag. It looked like I was Tommy gun. I said I want to work on iron sights anyway. Let's test it out. But yeah, I mean, I had to build up my playstyle even just to move this fast around the map. And that might sound bad to some of you because you're like, man, you don't move around a lot. You take high points and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, that's how I want to play. And everybody's playstyle is different too. If you watch almost every YouTuber, you see them doing different things. Like even people that I've met in raids. There's 2 people up on that hill. Which means they probably spawn back here. And I'm going to try to sneak behind them. But I mean, some people like I've met in raids. Like even last week, one of the guys that actually subscribed and commented on my last video. Like every single room he went into, his gun was up, his laser was out. You know, he was ready for a fight. Even in the few times that, you know, like he saw me walk out of a room, he still went in there ready for a fight. And that's fine. That's good to be ready for. I have a hard time sometimes doing that. Because I'll just be like, we're this much time into the raid, there's not going to be anybody. That was a player. Oh, right there. They saw me. Now let's just push them. Whoa! What did he have? Oh, AK. Yeah, AK Alpha. That makes sense. Or both iron sights. I think if I had an SKS or something else, it might have been a little different. Yeah, see, you're still here. So the first bag I picked up was glit. I don't know. All right, we'll do one more. And I know what you might be thinking. I'm just getting annihilated in these last two raids. And yeah, I mean, right now is almost probably for me, it's one of the perfect times to practice using iron sight. Like, if I had gone in with a scar, went to church, had those two people there, I could have taken out at least one, if not both of them, if I had a scar with a sight or AKM with a sight or anything like that, because I had the element surprise on them, right? I could have put shots into them, everything like that. Is my stuff going to show up this time? Hey, it is. Sweet. Okay. Yep. Rather just not have a looty. Oh. Take it. Don't care. Take the extra med. Oh, I did forget to... First raid, I forget to grab a grenade. I mean, I've been losing a lot of my grenades because I keep dying, but that's a different story. But yeah, I mean, it's... One of those things is you just got to learn your play style and your play speed, right? If you're somebody that is getting taken out a lot in the game, you might want to just slow down your play speed. You know, sit back for a little bit. Go fire towards research. Yeah, I mean, you could easily, if you start, like if I start right there, I could work my way all the way around to the back of prisons by moving slowly, watching out for people, everything like that. And actually take my time and then wait, you know, the 10 minutes for everybody to stop fighting and clear out prisons and loot everything up behind them, if I really wanted to. Right now, though, is I kind of want to get in player fights and practice with iron sights, so that's what I'm doing. And I know people are coming in with good gear. I know the first two players I took out didn't really have anything. I know what my mistake was now. Oh, yes. So much better. I know what my mistake was with the guy that killed me in office, because I didn't go from crouched to standing. I just stayed crouched walking through, which gave him a headshot on me. If I had stood up, he wouldn't have had a headshot. He was hurt. You saw the blood splatter. He was bleeding a lot. He was bleeding out, right? Play right there. Jeez, that always scares me, thinking it's a player. Every time. Here we go. Oh, there's a 2-stack. Gotta hug this hill on this side, because if they got down and saw me, there's a lot of players hunting other players right now too, which makes sense. I know I'm not imagining things. I know I saw 2 players up here. Oh, they're down there now. Player hunting. Player hunting. Okay. Wow, there's fighting going on everywhere. Yeah, if I lost to 2 players without any gear, that would have been bad. I was a little worried, to be honest. Not much. Take it. You haven't. Yep, it was wrecked. Okay. So even at SKS, I didn't have a shot come at me. Okay, well that's 2 down. But yeah, anyway, what was I saying? I can't remember. My memory's getting shot a little bit. But there are a ton of people fighting. But yeah, I mean, right now I'm just trying to get better with iron sights, so. And you can see how bad I am with iron sights because it took me shots on players that didn't really have any armor. Way too many. That is probably the best answer. Which that also makes sense when I saw them on the hill why they didn't just start firing at me. Because they didn't really have much. So right now my question is, where do I go? Because I hear firing inside research still. I know there's a ton of fighting going on at prisons. And if whoever was right there that I saw running over wins out, their spawn is in the back. However, if I wait here patiently, I could probably get a few shots at somebody going to the loot room and different things like that. But, oh yeah, play stops. I remember. I might repeat myself some, so sorry if I do. But you got to get used to what your own play style is for the game. Like, if you're somebody that's really good at PvP, like, and you can't just think you're good at PvP, but if you're really good at it and you're like, yeah, I'm getting out pretty much all my raids, and I'm taking out a bunch of players, you might be good at PvP. That's good. However, if you're struggling to get out of raids and struggling to get loot, and the game's too hard for you, maybe you just gotta slow down. I spent time building up my speed, learning places where I could go on the map, like this, especially this middle hill group and everything like that, or if I spawn on the other side, where I can go to snipe at people and stuff like that. I spent time looking for those areas and trying to find different types of areas that give me the advantage. Right below me. He saw me. G3, okay. But yeah, so obviously I need work with iron sights still. Yeah, I guarantee that two stack and then that player also, even though they were kitted, I would have had a lot better chance using a sight and a scar or something automatic. I could have pushed easier. The one time I didn't bring a grenade on raid, I actually had a good area where I could have tossed a grenade on somebody. But that's okay. We practice. This is a great time to practice, especially before wipe. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. And also leave in the comments what things are you practicing and getting to get ready for the new wipe. And what are your goals for this upcoming wipe too? Like, are you going to go in and try to get a specific level? Are you looking for a specific amount of Karunas? Are you waiting to see what the announcements are and then you're going to decide? Leave a comment below so other people could see what your goals are and maybe they could take something from that too. Hope you guys have a nice day and hope to see you in the next one.